Ladies and gentlemen, I kindly request you all to rise from your seats as we are now witnessing the arrival of our chief guest for today's event, Brigadier Chintaka Vikramasinghe, USP, USA, CGSC, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Defense and Administration of General Surgeon Kothalawa Defense University. Guest of Honor, Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Chief Representative of JICA in Sri Lanka. Ms. Susuki Anna, Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan, Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. And we warmly welcome you all to the inauguration ceremony of the short course on Cultural Linkage Towards an Asian Ideology 2023-2024, funded by the Eurasia Foundation from Asia in Japan.
Throughout history, humanity has created countless definitions that separate us. Different races, cultures, and borders. Wars have divided us. But in the toughest of times, one thing has remained constant: our shared humanity, which has kept us together. It is our greatest privilege to extend a cheerful welcome to all of you to the inauguration ceremony of the short course on Cultural Linkages Towards an Asian Ideology 2023-24, organized by the Department of Social Sciences, Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities of General Sir John Kothalawa Defense University.
General Sir John Kothalawa Defense University is an institution that instills life-defining qualities such as discipline, honesty, courage, virtue, knowledge, and professionalism. These values are at the core of our identity. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the KTU anthem.
Heroes never die. They live on forever in the hearts and minds of those who will follow in their footsteps. Let us stand in silence for 1 minute to remember with eternal pride the heroism of the brave soldiers of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and police, who sacrificed their lives for the freedom of the motherland. Thank you.
Every special occasion in our culture is graced by the auspicious tradition of lighting the oil lamp. Therefore, let us stand in pride as we demarcate the inauguration of this glorious event for the lighting of the traditional oil lamp that we humbly invite the chief guest, Brigadier Chief Vikramasinghe, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Defence and Administration of General Sir John Kothawala Defence University.
Guest of Honour, Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Chief Representative of JICA in Sri Lanka.
Ms. Suzuki Anna, Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan, Sri Lanka.
Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor K.A.S. Dhammika.
Dean, Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities, Dr. Lakshika Yenage.
Head of the Department, Department of Social Sciences, Dr. Thamana Jayasundara.
Course Coordinator, Dr. Hemantha Premaratna.
And one of the day scholars and officer cadets to represent students. Dance is the exquisite art of expressing emotions through rhythmic movements. And today we have a special treat for you. Our traditional puja dance is a cherished part of our cultural heritage, symbolizing our identity and traditions. Without further ado, let's welcome the remarkable dance group comprising KDU officer cadets and day scholars.
Mridangaveri Vrishavanjanagam Tatmavadakam Vijari Keshariva Makaran Patakancha Vastakam Unastakam Sarva Surashta Mangalam
Kukunde gata kukutakaje.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give another round of applause for that mesmerizing performance by the dancing troupe of KDU.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me now humbly invite Dr. Lakshika Liyanagi, the Dean, Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities, on his stage to deliver the welcome speech of today's occasion.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, Defence and Administration, Brigadier Chintaka Wickramasinghe, Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Chief Representative, JICA Sri Lanka Office, and Ms. Suzuki Anna, Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan, Sri Lanka, Professor Hajime Tasaki, JF Oberlin University of Japan, and all the other distinguished invitees joining online from Japan, China, South Korea, India, Vietnam, and Thailand, deans, directors, heads of departments, senior professors and academia, senior military officers, all the senior assistant librarian, all the other academic and non-academic staff who are joining with us today, officer cadets, day scholars, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all. And it is with great pleasure that I address you today at this inauguration ceremony of the 4th short course on cultural linkages towards an Asian ideology 2023-2024, organized by the Department of Social Sciences of the Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities. And to remind you that this program is initiated with a generous grant from the Eurasia Foundation from Asia in Japan. We are indeed very pleased to witness the successful implementation of this program by the Department of Social Sciences, continuing it for the 4th consecutive year. So far, the Department of Social Sciences has been able to conduct a series of lectures with the participation of eminent scholars and practitioners as resource persons, representing different fields, both locally and internationally. During the last 4 years, around 400 local and foreign undergraduates representing all faculties of General Sir John Kothalaola Defence University have benefited from this important initiative. The topics discussed during the lectures covered a wide range of matters related to economics, law, politics, language, gender and truth-seeking, and they enabled our students to develop a holistic understanding of Asia and its cultural linkages. And as reflected in the worthy mission of the Eurasia Foundation, this course aims to educate our students about various regional and global conflicts and work together towards peace and harmony through intercultural understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a country that suffered a 30-year-long civil war. As the National Defence University of this country, we understand and we recognize the importance of inculcating the practice of cultural relativism among youngsters that we believe will reduce misconceptions about the lives of the people in the other communities and cultures. We therefore consider it of the utmost importance that we have a responsibility to instill healthy values among our youth. And to do this, we constantly search for new opportunities to create linkages with like-minded people and organizations. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what we have found at the Eurasia Foundation is just that. It is an organization with a mission we truly respect and that resonates with our values, and they have shown great generosity and support by awarding this grant to KDU not just once but for the 4th consecutive year, which is an indication of the dedication and commitment of KDU to make the project a true success. With this note, let me welcome our chief guest of the event, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Defence and Administration of General Sir John Kothalaola Defence University, Brigadier Chintaka Wickramasinghe. Sir, your gracious presence here today as the chief guest is a great honor to us at this event, and it would give further impetus for our collaborations with Japan in future. And sir, I'm sure you will understand that this is not just an inauguration of yet another donor-driven project, but that of an important intervention that has the potential to make significant changes among youth as they mature professionals and responsible citizens with intercultural understanding. And when it comes to the success of this initiative, spearheaded by the Department of Social Sciences of KDU, there are a few key Japanese counterparts who have been the cornerstones behind the progress made thus far, and hopefully in our future endeavors as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome Professor Hajime Tozaki from J.F. Oberlin University of Japan. Professor, I am extremely grateful for your presence, for your continuous support extended to KDU, not only for this program but also for the student exchange program between KDU and J.F. Oberlin University, which is indeed a great opportunity for our students to get very important international exposure during their undergraduate studies. And we look forward to hosting some Japanese students in Sri Lanka, and I hope it will solidify the two-way exchange program between the two countries as well as the two universities, while opening more opportunities for collaborative research and study programs. Ladies and gentlemen, let me also warmly welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Chief Representative of JICA, Sri Lanka Office. JICA being such a vital stakeholder in Sri Lanka's development initiatives, we greatly appreciate your presence at KDU to witness our joint effort which aims at enhancing much important soft skills and values among young undergraduates of KDU. These kind of interventions, we believe, are essential prerequisites to make any development initiative long-lasting and more meaningful. As you are well aware, projects can be initiated, but the hardest part is to continue them until you get the expected outcomes. The Department of Social Sciences at KDU first got this grant in 2020, and they made their utmost effort to continue the program, not just for 1 year, but now, as I said earlier, for the 4th consecutive year, without any interruption, even at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is the commitment that we can guarantee for any donor who wishes to consider KDU as a potential partner within the Sri Lankan university system. With that note, I would like to welcome all the other distinguished invitees in today's event, and Ms. Suzuki Anna, the Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan, Sri Lanka, Professor Raj Rahul, Jawaharlal Nehru University, India, Mr. Seiji Mukai, General Manager, Dynam Japan Holdings from Japan, and Professor Ibrahim from Bangka Belitung University from Indonesia, Dr. O.M. Prakash, National Law University, India, and all the other guests who are joining with us online. And on behalf of KDU, once again, I warmly welcome all our Japanese partners and all other invitees to this event, and please accept my deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for your continued support to KDU and its initiatives. Finally, let me also appreciate the hard work done by the Department of Social Sciences, especially by the project coordinator, Dr. Hemantha Premaratna, who is the key personality in establishing links with our Japanese counterparts, planning and project, and implementing it to achieve success. I also appreciate the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, Admiral Dhammika Kumara, the two Deputy Vice Chancellors who supported the department in numerous ways, Dr. Thamara Jayasundara, the head of the Department of Social Sciences, and all other academic and non-academic staff members of the Department of Social Sciences, and all the academic and non-academic staff from the other two departments of the Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities. Before I conclude, I want to mention that KDU, as a pioneer in Sri Lanka's higher education sector, is a place with a unique combination of all types of student cohorts, such as civil, military, police, local, foreign undergraduates, and postgraduate students representing all levels under a single establishment. It has given us a comparative advantage over other higher educational institutions. As a university with a lot of dynamism, our aim is to sustain and scale up all the good initiatives that we have taken, like this one completed by the Department of Social Sciences. Therefore, I believe this is the beginning of a long-term partnership between KDU and our Japanese counterparts. while appreciating the efforts taken by the Department of Social Sciences in commencing this short course on cultural linkages towards an Asian ideology. For the fourth consecutive time, I convey my best wishes to all the enlisted participants and wish you all good luck in successfully completing this course. Thank you very much to all of you who are present here today, physically, and those who are present online. And I wish you all a very pleasant day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam. Ladies and gentlemen, let us bring to you a graphical illustration of the importance of integrating cultures towards an Asian ideology and what it means to our students.
Explore complex societies and cultures. Promote regional cooperation and economic development. Examine aspects of law, politics, security and defense. Uncover the role of gender, ethics, truth-seeking and many more. Discover paths towards an Asian ideology. Cultural linkages towards an Asian ideology. Provides students with a solid understanding of issues and themes relevant to Asia. Empowers them to think across disciplines in order to address regional and global challenges. The event is organized for the fourth consecutive year by the Department of Social Sciences of the Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities at General Sir John Kothalavala Defence University.
As the National Defence University of the country that suffered a 30 years long civil conflict, we understand and recognize the importance of inculcating the practice of cultural relativism among youngsters that we believe will reduce misconceptions about the lives of the people in other communities and cultures.
Right after the war, Japan was in deep trouble. And then we had the San Francisco Peace Conference in 1951, where then Finance Minister J.R. Jayawardena attended as a delegate from Sri Lanka, or Ceylon at that time. And then then there what he expressed was his view that the international community should be very tolerant and to welcome Japan back in a very generous manner, alluding to Lord Buddha's words. And that was very helpful when we were in deep trouble. And successively in 1952, the San Francisco Peace Treaty was enacted and we were welcomed back to the international society.
So experience is most important for the young people. That will look and talk with the local people. And to doing that, we can do real mutual understanding. So we are now trying to invite more students from a country to Japan this year, next year, and forever.
So KDU のテーマは皆さんがご存知ように Motherland Forever シエラレラマイカオダ国のためにいつもというのテーマです。
This course was previously conducted for students of intakes 36, 37, 38 and 39. And this is what it looked like.
Ideology is the way you are thinking.
Regional integration, it can hurt some country.
That is how education is giving a meaningful life to us.
We need the support of informal institutions. Informal institutions works as a lubricant. Even though this engine is there, engine will not work properly without this lubricant.
According to the International Labour Organization, fairness of treatment for women and men according to their respective needs.
Panna means craving. craving for sense pleasure, craving for becoming, and craving for continuing.
なんでこんなことになったんだ。何だ。集中。水の呼吸。こんなのどうせよして。
Because it has so much difference. That's what Lee Kuan, the father of modern Singapore, he said that Asia can solve its world problem in Asian way.
However, especially in Japan, there are not enough hotels which can deal with the wealthy people.
Administration of justice is the overall system developed and run by the country.
Countries with red, orange, they are more left-wing, and blue, light blue, they are more towards the liberal, right-wing side, and grey and dark with no clear ideology. Sometimes political parties are illegalized in those countries.
Funded by a research grant from the Eurasia Foundation from Asia in Japan. The Eurasia Foundation from Asia is a non-profit organization that supports activities fostering common values among Asian people through economic, educational, and cultural exchanges. The goal of these activities is to create a prosperous, peaceful, and secure Asian community, where individuals can coexist while pursuing their dreams and aspirations, contributing to global peace and security. General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University has consistently been a hub of integration. From its inception as the country's first tri-service academy, educating and training for the tri-services together, pioneering the integrating military and civil society education, and further the integration of cultures towards an Asian ideology. Now, let's hear what some of our former students have to say about the course.
The short course on cultural linkages towards an Asian ideology gave me an insight on how different cultures exist in the Asian region. Though we have many differences, we have many similarities as well, and these similarities makes us more unique.
As a sub-inspector of police in Sri Lanka, as an undergraduate in KDU, I was capable of learning about cultural linkages in Asian region. It helped me to broaden my knowledge on common sense values among Asian people through economic education and cultural exchanges.
Culture, the widening of spirit among us. People without knowledge of culture are like trees without roots.
Through the short course on cultural linkages towards an Asian ideology, we were able to learn about Asian cultures.
The short course on Asian ideology and cultural linkages is a must-try if you want to gain a deeper understanding about the Asian cultures and their ideologies. This high-credit course provides a wealth of new information about the diverse history, traditions, and beliefs in different Asian countries. So I highly recommend this to anyone who wants to learn more about the rich cultural heritage of Asia.
Cultural linkages towards an Asian ideology.
For the motherland forever is never just a slogan. His journey, rooted in this motto, has propelled him to the pinnacle of his career, allowing him to lead his alma mater. He now spearheads this General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University towards unprecedented success.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now humbly invite the chief guest of today's occasion, Brigadier Chintaka Vikramasinghe, USP, USSCG SC, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Defence and Administration of General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University, to address the gathering.
Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Chief Representative JICA Sri Lanka Office, Ms. Suzuki Anna, Second Secretary Embassy of Japan, Professor Hajime Tosaki, and the officials of the Eurasia Foundation who are joining online. Dr. Lakshika Liyanage, Dean, Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities. Dr. Tamara Jayasundara, Head of the Department of Social Sciences. And Dr. Hemanta Pemaratna, the Course Coordinator. Directors, Senior Professors, other Head of the Departments, other Academia, Senior Military Officers, other members of the non-academic staff, officer cadets, day scholars, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with immense pleasure that I address you at this inauguration ceremony of the 4th short course on Cultural Linkages Towards an Asian Ideology, Community 2023, organized by the Department of Social Sciences of Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities at KDU. We are very glad that our Department of Social Sciences has received a valuable grant by the Eurasia Foundation from Asia in Japan for the 4th consecutive year to continue this short course to disseminate knowledge for more students. Under this grant, the Department of Social Sciences will organize a series of lectures conducted by a distinguished panel of local and international experts for 130 undergraduates of Intech 40 from all faculties of KDU. The topics covered in this course will span over a wide range of areas such as economics, law, politics, language, gender, and truth-seeking, giving our students a holistic understanding of Asia and its culture. Ladies and gentlemen, as the only national defense university in Sri Lanka, we consider it important to instill values of peace and harmony in our youth. The mission of the Eurasia Foundation is to contribute to the elimination of all conflicts in the world and the creation of a harmonious and peaceful society for everyone. And it is very much in line with this objective of ours. We are therefore glad to have an opportunity to conduct a short course of this nature, and we are very thankful for the generosity shown by the Eurasia Foundation by awarding this grant to KDU for the 4th time. We look forward to using this resource to help our students gain a deep intercultural understanding and respect for diversity. I must also mention that this initiative has opened further avenues of expanding linkages between Sri Lanka and Japan. For instance, the Department of Social Sciences took a group of students on a study tour to Japan, where the students were able to get a first-hand experience of an Asian culture different to theirs. This was a very valuable opportunity for our students to get exposure to the advanced systems in Japan. So we are very appreciative of the officials and the organizations in Japan who made this tour a reality. We at KDU firmly believe in the importance of such cultural linkages and look forward to further collaboration with Japan and other Asian countries. The opportunity for KDU to represent Sri Lanka at the annual conference of Eurasia Foundation held in Thailand this year is a great one, and I am sure it has helped to strengthen our links with the larger Eurasian community. I believe that it will help us find new ways to contribute more to achieving the noble objectives of Eurasia Foundation in the future. I am glad that today's inauguration ceremony is graced by two eminent personalities. Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Chief Representative JICA in Sri Lanka office, and Ms. Suzuki Anna, the Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan. JICA has been helping Sri Lanka since 1954 and it is committed to promoting quality growth, development cooperation for inclusive growth and to mitigating vulnerabilities targeting sustainable development in Sri Lanka. KDU is very much in line with those objectives and our commitment to such objectives is clear in the Time Higher Education Impact Rankings of 2023, which rated the KDU the number one university in Sri Lanka under 3 categories. Sri Lanka, the KDU is ranked number 1 in delivery of quality education, ranked number 1 in the reduced inequalities and gender equality. KDU is also ranked number 2 in decent work and economic growth. With this background, I am confident that given the opportunity, KDU will be able to go for a very meaningful and productive collaborations with JICA to achieve common objectives in the future. Before I conclude, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the Chairman of Eurasia Foundation, Professor Yoji Sato, and his board for the continued trust placed on KDU and for awarding this valuable grant to KDU for the 4th consecutive time. I am hopeful that this will be a pathway to a stronger relationship between Japan and Sri Lanka. I am also very thankful to our guest speaker today, Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Chief Representative of JICA Sri Lanka Office, and to Ms. Suzuki Anna, the Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan, for their valuable presence at this event. Let me also thank Professor Hajime Tozaki of Open University, Japan, who has joined online today. He has taken a great initiative and put in a tremendous effort to create a relationship between KDU and Japan, and he continues to support KDU with a great vigor and enthusiasm. I also thank the course coordinator, Dr. Hemanta Premaratna, for his hard work towards this course and his steadfast commitment to expanding relations with Eurasia Foundation and Japan. I am glad to see the successful completion of the previous courses, and I will continue giving my support to make this course equally successful and to materialize further efforts of this nature that will be beneficial for KDU and Sri Lanka as a whole. Finally, I congratulate you all, the students selected to follow this short course, and I encourage you to make the best of this valuable opportunity. I also welcome the distinguished panel of resource persons and look forward to working with you. I also thank Dr. Lakshika Liyanage, the Dean, the Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities, and the Head of the Department of the Social Sciences, who have contributed to make this event a reality today. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I now have the honor of introducing our special guest, Professor Hajime Tosaki. Professor Hajime Tosaki is a professor at the J.F. Oberlin University in Japan, as well as an adjunct professor at the Department of Social Sciences of KDU. He holds a PhD of Economics, a Bachelor's of Economics, a Master's of Economics from the Kyoto University in Japan, and has also studied at the Graduate School of Economic History at the Glasgow University in United Kingdom. In addition to many years of experience in lecturing and research, Professor Tosaki also served as an advisor on tourism for Sri Lanka, a councillor for the Lao People's Democratic Republic, and currently holds several important advisory positions in Japan. Professor Tosaki has also been instrumental in KDU receiving a grant from the Eurasia Foundation to conduct this course. Ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to have Professor Hajime Tosaki to share his expertise with us. Professor Tosaki has graciously provided a message for this occasion. His insights will undoubtedly enrich our understanding of cultural linkages towards an Asian ideology. Please direct your attention to the screen as we hear from Professor Tosaki.
Hello everyone. Thanks to all of you. We are very happy to be able to hold the Eurasian Foundation's endowed course at KDU again this year. In particular, I would like to express my deep gratitude to Professor Hemantha for his efforts. Also, thank you for inviting me to the wonderful graduation ceremony last time. At that time, I was very happy to be able to spend time on KDU's wonderful campus. I'm also grateful for the opportunity to interact with all the wonderful students and teachers, professors. I hope to have such an opportunity this year again. I've heard that a Japan Center has also been established at KDU. I believe that this will further deepen the ties between Japan and KDU. I will do my best for that as well. I hope that this year's course will be as successful as ever, and if possible, will be even more successful than in the past. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and your support for the success of this short course.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I now have the honor of introducing our guest of honor, Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Chief Representative of JICA in Sri Lanka. Mr. Yamada has obtained his bachelor's degree in law from the University of Tokyo, Japan, master's in law from the Cornell University, United States of America.
He has spent his entire career in the field of development cooperation. He has wide experience in various geographical and thematic areas, especially official development assistance loans and capacity development for infrastructure projects on public transportation, electric power, water supply and education, mostly in Asia, as well as private sector investment finance. He also led a team focused on human resource management. As personal director, the major positions he has held are Director, Personal Division, Human Resource Management Department, JICA, Senior Representative in JICA Philippine Office, Director, Central Asia and Caucasus Division East and Central Asia and Caucasus Department, Director, Private Sector Partnership Division and Investment Officer, Private Sector Investment Office, JICA.
He was instrumental to establishment of New Japan International Corporation and Japan Bank for International Cooperation, well known as JBIC. Mr. Yamada was the first secretary to the Embassy of Japan in Republic of Uzbekistan. Mr. Yamada assumed his current position of Chief Representative of JICA Sri Lanka office in April 2021.
As the Chief Representative, he looks after large portfolios of various types of projects in Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Tetsuya Yamada.
Brigadier DCA Gramsingha, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Defense and Administration, Dr. Lakshka Diyanage, Dean, Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities, Dr. Tamara Jayasundara, Head of Department of Social Sciences, Dr. Hemantha Ramaratna, a Project Coordinator, Senior Lecturer, and other faculty members, non-academic staff, and students. Good afternoon. It is my utmost honor and privilege to attend this inauguration ceremony and witness the start of the short course on cultural linkages towards an Asian ideology 2023-2024. I would like to congratulate the management and faculty members of KDU that the university was able to secure the sponsorship from the Eurasian Foundation in Japan for the 4th consecutive year. And I would also like to commend the great initiative and tireless efforts of Professor Hachime Tozaki of Jeff Oberlin University of Japan and Dr. Hemanta Brahmaratna for taking initiative to realize this short course, as well as to deepen and widen academic exchange between Japan and Sri Lanka, including academic and research collaboration in the future by signing an MOU. It was truly visionary for KDU to have started this short course 3 years ago, even before people started talking a lot about compound risks, especially the complex and increased risks given the start of the war in Ukraine, for which I would like to express my highest respect to KDU. Unfortunately, although the COVID-19 pandemic has already subsided, the world has become so unstable during the past 3 years, which I believe gives rise to the importance of this particular short course even more. Geopolitical tensions are high in many parts of the world. Economic situations have got worse for many countries, and people are suffering from high inflation and worsening economic situation, not only in Sri Lanka, but also in many other countries. Asian region is not an exception, but Asia still continues to thrive as world's leading driving force of economic growth. This year, GDP of Asian region is expected to grow at 5.3%, which is by far the fastest growth among all the countries and regions in the world, particularly led by the robust growth in India, our neighbor, with the highest expected growth of 6.1%. Asian region also plays great roles in international arena too. The G7 summit was held in Hiroshima, Japan, and India hosted G20 summit this year. Sri Lanka is taking over the chairmanship of Indian Ocean Rim Association, IORA, starting next month. The entire world is hoping that the Asian region, especially Indo-Pacific region, continues to be a peaceful and free region opened up for the rest of the world to lead the world. Therefore, I believe this short course will give the students of the young generation from various places of the region gathered here at KDU a very good opportunity to deepen their understanding of the Asian region that we belong to, and to build a solid foundation of mutual trust among us. Now, I would also like to touch upon a bit about JICA, my organization. JICA provides many types of assistance and cooperation with various people and entities. Infrastructure cooperation is well known, such as building a road, bridge, power station, transmission lines, water supply, etc. and etc. But we also place highest importance on human-to-human exchange. So we increasingly work together with various academic institutions like universities through scholarship programs and other types of collaboration. As we celebrated the 70th year's anniversary of establishment of bilateral relationship between the two countries last year, I felt that human-to-human connectivity really is at the center core of the long-lasting, friendly bilateral relationship that we enjoy today. So I would like to express my sincere hope that each one of you can learn about as much knowledge and wisdom as possible through this course and to become an integral part of such friendly relationship between Japan and Sri Lanka and with many other countries in the region and the entire world. So the entire Asian region can continue to thrive in a peaceful manner. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Sir, please remain on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Brigadier Chintaka Vikramasinghe, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Defence and Administration of General Sir John Kothalavala Defence University, accompanied by Dr. Lakshika Lienage, Dean, Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities, to award the token of appreciation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me now humbly invite Dr. Hemantha Premaratna, a senior lecturer of the Department of Social Sciences of the Faculty of Management, Social Sciences and Humanities, and the course coordinator of the short course on cultural linkage towards an Asian ideology, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Chief Guest, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Defence and Administration, Brigadier Chintaka Vikramasinghe, Guest of Honour, Chief Representative JICA of Sri Lanka, Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, Special Guest, Professor Hajime Tosaki, joining online, Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan, Ms. Suzuki Anao, distinguished invitees joining online from Japan, China, India, South Korea, Vietnam, and Thailand, Dean and Directors, Heads of the Departments, Senior Military Officers, Academic Staff, members of non-academic staff, and dear students. A very good afternoon to all of you. Minasan konnichiwa. Nihon kara sankasuru minasan konbanwa. As the course coordinator of this project, I would like to express my gratitude to the chairman of Eurasia Foundation, Professor Yoji Sato, Vice Chairman Dr. Jun Chang, the Director Board and all staff members of Eurasia Foundation for their generous grant for the 4th consecutive year to continue this course. I am proud to say that I had a great opportunity to meet all of them physically in Eurasia Bangkok Convention last August. So, watashi no tame ni Nihon de yondu kurete hontou ni arigatou gozaimashita. So, そのおかげでたくさんの人々と出会いをできて、私の顔も広くなっております。顔を広くになって鼻が高くなっております。Next, I would like to express our gratitude to our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Brigadier Chintaka Vikramasinghe. Sir, since assuming your duty, assuming your role as the Deputy Vice Chancellor last year, you have provided your fullest support to all the activities related to this project. Sometimes when we propose certain activities, you added values and advised us to pursue even better options. So this reflects your keen interest in projects of this nature and your commitment to our success. Your leadership and dedication have been instrumental to our achievements, and we are deeply appreciative of your ongoing support. Thank you, sir, for your continued commitment to our projects and especially for gracing this event as the chief guest. Next, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Tetsuya Yamada, the Chief Representative JICA office in Sri Lanka, for accepting our invitation to join us as the guest of honor despite his busy schedule. Our association with JICA has been relatively short, less than a year. Yamada-sensei, you honored us with your presence at our certificate awarding ceremony for the third year course last March. So since that occasion, I had a privilege to meeting with you at your office, where you provided me with a comprehensive understanding of JICA's past achievements and its future plans. JICA, under your leadership, has successfully undertaken numerous different scale projects. I got to know later that you were the person who was behind selecting and recommending KDU for Read Japan Project 2023. Thanks to you, we will be receiving valuable books as a donation from Nippon Foundation in February 2024. We are hopeful that our students and staff will be presented with more opportunities to collaborate with JICA on future initiatives. Once again, thank you, Yamada-sensei, for gracing us with your presence today and for delivering such a valuable speech. Even though Professor Hajime Tosaki, our esteemed guest speaker, is not present here with us physically, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to him. Actually, he is the cornerstone of applying for this grant from Eurasia Foundation in 2020. Next, let me thank Ms. Suzuki Anna, the second secretary representing the Embassy of Japan. So we are delighted to highlight the strong and growing relationship that we have built with the Embassy of Japan. Over time, numerous officials from the embassy, including the ambassador, deputy ambassador, and first secretary, have collaborated closely with us on various activities. In particular, I must acknowledge Ms. Suzuki's important role in coordinating the Read Japan Project 2023. Suzuki-san, I disturbed you, requesting many things, right, during application process. But your patience and support were invaluable in making that project a reality. I have great confidence that you will continue your support to strengthen the bond between KDU and Embassy of Japan further. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our distinguished academic participants joining online. Professor Jun Park from Incheon National University, South Korea. Professor Ibrahim from Bangka Belitung University, Indonesia. Professor Raj Rahul from Jawaharlal Nehru University, India. Dr. Om Prakash from National Law University, India. Mr. Seiji Mukai, Central Manager, Dynam Japan Holdings, Japan, and all the other distinguished invitees joining online. Actually, I met you all at the Bangkok Convention, and I strongly believe that we can continue this relationship further. Moreover, even though he is not present here, I would like to thank the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Sana Dhamika, all the senior military officers of KDU, especially CEO Administration, Director IT, Adjutant, Media Officer, and other senior military officers for all the support extended us. When it comes to Faculty of Management, Social Sciences, and Humanities, I must mention the leadership of our present Dean Dr. Lakshika Lianage, and former two deans, Dr. Namadi Soma and Mr. Kitsi Amratunga, and my head of the department, Dr. Kamara Jasundra, former head of the department, Mr. Nuan Hera, and all the other staff members in my department. Furthermore, I am also grateful to the non-academic staff of the university, especially Berza and his staff, registrar and his staff, internal auditor, assistant registrar in our faculty, Ms. Gaynika and her staff, and the non-academic staff of my department for their tireless effort and commitment. When it comes to organizing part of this event, I must express sincere thanks to Dean FTS, Professor Charita, Staff Officer 1, Staff Officer 2 at FTS, IT and technical support staff of University, TSO and his team, officer mess manager, cadet mess manager, MTO for their wholehearted commitment. I also would like to express my thanks to the deans of all the faculties for nominating students for this short course for this year. Let me thank my assistant, Mr. Kasun Sapu Mohotti, and the students in our department, the Department of Social Sciences in intake 39 and 40 for their tireless effort and commitment to make this event success. Yamada Sensei, actually this is a student-led project. Everything created by the students, everything including these flowers and everything, actually they are done by our own students. Finally, I wish to congratulate all the students who have been selected to follow this 4th year course. 皆さん、本当に自分の大事な時間を使って今、日本の時間だったら多分夜になっていると思いますけど、そこまで我慢して私たちと一緒にいてくれて本当にありがとうございます。I thank you very much. どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you, sir. We are proud to oversee the initiating steps with the mission of bridging our nations towards a peaceful and cooperative future. Throughout the next 5 months, we shall explore the boundaries of the diversity of our continent with the home towards an Asian ideology linked with its unique cultures. We invite you all to the lobby area for refreshments after the national anthem. With that, we conclude the proceedings of this inauguration ceremony of the short course on Cultural Linkages towards an Asian Ideology 2023-24. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata, Sundara Sri Karini, Surani Ati Somarmana Lanka. you.